So you clicked on this video because you're in high school and you're trying to learn a thing or two about what you should be doing from a college student who's, made the mistakes of a high schooler. He's been through it. Not to say I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, just like, I just know about what I wish I should have done, if that makes sense. So pretty much how this is going to work is I'm going to run through 5 things, a minute for each of them about what I wish I had known in high school. This is a new series I'm starting on this channel. And next weekend I'm going to be doing a video about 5 websites I wish I had known about in high school that I've discovered here in college that make my homework and academic life a lot easier. So if you guys are interested in that type of thing, subscribe, turn on post notifications, but let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to talk about are part-time jobs. Man, do I wish I had a part-time job earlier in high school. And I don't mean to get a job that's like every day after school for 4 hours or 40 hours a week in the summer, because A, that's illegal for high schoolers. You can't work 40 hours a week until you're like 16 or something. So I guess if you're older than 16, you could do it. But I'm talking about if I was a freshman, if I was a sophomore, I wish I'd gotten a part-time job. I wish I had a job during my junior year, because let's say even freshman, sophomore, and junior year, if I'm working every other Sunday for 8 hours, I mean, $17 an hour, that's a good, quick math here. 80 times 50, that's like 150 to 170 a week, depending on how much you're making. Like, that's literally a couple $1,000 difference there. And let's be real, $1,000 for a high school student is so much money. You can do so much with it. So if I could go back and talk to my high school self, the first thing I would tell him is to just get a part-time job. Even if it's every other week for 8 hours, that is so worth it to have that part-time job. Even if it's for 4 hours every other week, having some of my own money and learning how to make money and hold a job and stuff is just so, I would love to have that money right now. I might have gone over my minute there. It looked like it turned off on my phone. Okay, so I just started the next minute. My next tip here, and this is gonna sound a little bit cheesy and not as helpful as the first one, but it's just to spend some more time with your family. If I could go back to freshman year Wiley, and if I could tell him one thing, other than to get a job, it would be to spend more time with your parents and with your brother. Just savor that time, because in the moment, like, I understand you don't want to be around your family as much in high school. Like, I was there, I understand that. Even when I go home now for winter breaks, summer breaks, any break in general, like, I spend a few days with them and I'm like, okay, like, I need my space. But, if I could go back, I would try to spend a little bit more time with them, try to just make it a little more worth it, if that makes sense. I wish I'd asked for more help in school, because I've had a lot of experiences in college where I'm in class and we're going over an assignment or something that I should have known how to do because of a class that I took in high school, but because I didn't ask a question about it in high school, I just have no idea how to do it in college. As a high schooler, you don't understand how embarrassing it is to go into a college classroom and ask a professor, hey, how do I do this? And have them go, oh, you didn't learn that in high school? Like, it's a nightmare scenario having them ask that of you. I just wish that I had asked more questions, even if it's just to my friends, like my peers in that class, like, hey, like, how do I do this? I have no idea what I'm doing, because I would not be struggling with the problem now of not knowing how to do a couple things in college because I didn't ask in high school, if that makes any sense. My phone is not telling me when the timer's up, but I'm thinking that was about a minute. Okay, just started another timer here. The next thing I have, and it's gonna sound a little weird, but it's to just take more risks. And I know that this is not something that you normally will be hearing in these types of like, oh, what to do in high school videos. And I'm not trying to tell you to do anything illegal or anything. I wish I had loosened up a little bit and been more open to trying new things, I guess. And I'm just gonna move into the next tip now, because I think this is a good merging point. My last and final tip, because I think it's the most important, and if I could go back to high school and tell myself, A, get a part-time job, B, spend more time with your family, C, ask questions, D, take a couple more risks, but the last one I would tell my freshman year self is to just have an open mind, because I know that we all have someone in our lives that is closed-minded and they don't want to do anything new, they don't want to try anything, they just want to stick with the same old, and that could totally work, but it's just not, like, they're kind of annoying, I was that person. I was the person who didn't want to try anything new, and let me just say, looking back on it, I was super annoying. So if I could go back and tell myself one thing, it would be to have an open mind and to listen to what others are saying around me, and honestly to pay attention a little bit in class, because maybe my teacher's actually saying something that I'm actually interested in. I know it's a rare occurrence even now. I've got 3 seconds, but have an open mind and just have an open mind. Don't be the guy who's closed-minded and doesn't want to talk about anything, okay? Next video, like I said, I'll be covering what websites I wish I had known about in high school, and I think that is going to be a very helpful video for you guys on top of this one. So if you want to go see that video, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know down below and I'd be happy to answer them. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.